Hey everybody, let's learn about a really cool artist named Keith Haring. Imagine an artist who made super fun and energetic drawings with thick, bold lines, kind of like when you draw a cartoon. That was Keith Haring. Here are some interesting things about him. He loved to draw everywhere. Instead of just drawing on paper in his room, Keith Haring used to draw with white chalk on empty black advertising boards in the subway stations in New York City. Think of it like a giant public sketchbook. People going to work or school could see his fun drawings. His drawings were simple but powerful. He used very clear, thick black lines to make shapes and figures. Sometimes they were people dancing, and sometimes they were barking dogs, and sometimes they were just cool, wiggly lines that seemed to be moving. Even though they looked simple, they made people feel happy and think. He had special symbols in his artwork, and he wanted everyone to enjoy his art. He also used bright colors. So Keith Haring was an artist who made fun, energetic, and meaningful art that everyone could enjoy. He used simple lines and shapes, cool symbols, and bright colors to share his ideas with the world. Maybe you can try drawing some of your own figures with thick lines and add some lines to show movement, just like Keith Haring. Let's begin by taking our colored paper, and feel free to use some of the pattern figure drawings that I have provided for you. Once you've gone carefully around the figures, choose another one. And then lastly, here's another choice. You can also create your own by drawing a stick figure. And then once you've drawn your stick figure, add on some feet and hands. But don't just leave it like that. Let's take another material, go around your stick figures so that instead of them being stick-like, you start to have a shape that you can cut around. Let's start folding our three figures and put the papers right next to each other. And then when I cut them out, I'm going to be cutting them out two at a time. As you go around your figures, please be careful and take your time. You are cutting through 2 sheets of paper. Go nice and slow. You want your figures to have their full body parts all together. You'll notice that the paper starts moving where the scissors do a lot of just opening and closing around the line that creates the figure. Save your scraps. Okay, let's do this to the second figure and the third figure as well. Okay, now let's start arranging them in rainbow order on a long sheet of white paper and glue them down to the paper. Looking at the color wheel, feel free to follow along the order of the color wheel. Awesome. Now let's go ahead and grab some of our scraps and start utilizing our scraps into our background as well. Remember some of those shapes that Keith Haring might have used in his projects as well? There's some hearts. I was thinking about making like a stereo set or a noise or music player. And so I'm taking my Sharpie then, now that I've got those glued in place, making some designs onto my project to make it look like one of those stereo sets. I think that the black lines do a really nice job emphasizing what it is that I drew. So I'm going to be using my Sharpie for the rest of this project as well. The added lines around the figure also emphasize movement of my figures. Keith Haring had a lot of movement lines, so let's add those in as well. Cool, this looks nice. All right, this is how my Keith Haring project turned out. Hope you have fun.